Canon has dominated the camera world for years, but the competition is coming hard. Sony, Nikon, Fujifilm, and Panasonic are building cameras that can deliver incredible speed, detail, autofocus, and video. Today, we're exposing the cameras that could make you think twice before buying Canon. Number 9. Fujifilm X-T5. The Fujifilm X-T5 is one of the strongest alternatives to Canon for photographers who care about image quality, portability, controls, and a distinctive shooting experience. Its APS-C sensor delivers high resolution while keeping the camera relatively compact, making it particularly attractive for travel, street photography, portraits, and everyday creative work. One of the biggest advantages is Fujifilm's approach to color and film simulations. Instead of expecting every photographer to spend hours editing RAW files, the X-T5 gives users a wide range of creative looks directly in the camera that can make photography feel more immediate and enjoyable. The traditional style physical dials are another major attraction. Shutter speed, ISO, and exposure compensation can be adjusted quickly without constantly diving into menus, which makes the camera feel more like a classic photographic instrument than a piece of complicated electronics. Canon cameras can certainly provide excellent image quality and advanced autofocus, but the X-T5 offers something different: personality. It's a camera designed for photographers who enjoy the process as much as the final image. Its compact body also makes it easier to carry all day, particularly when paired with Fujifilm's smaller prime lenses. For travel creators, that could be a huge advantage because the best camera is often the one you actually want to take with you. The X-T5 also offers strong stabilization and capable video features, although it is primarily aimed at photographers rather than dedicated cinema users. Number 8. Sony A7 IV. The Sony A7 IV is one of the most balanced full-frame mirrorless cameras available and a serious competitor for photographers and hybrid creators who want one body capable of handling almost everything. Its full-frame sensor provides strong image quality, excellent dynamic range, and impressive low-light performance, while Sony's autofocus system gives it the kind of subject detection and tracking that modern creators have come to expect. This becomes especially important for people photographing people, animals, sports, events, or fast-moving subjects. Instead of constantly worrying about whether the camera will maintain focus, you can concentrate more on composition and timing. The A7 IV is also highly attractive to hybrid shooters because it combines strong photography capabilities with serious video features. That makes it useful for creators who don't want to carry separate cameras for stills and video. Sony's lens ecosystem is another major advantage. There is a huge selection of native lenses covering everything from compact primes to professional telephoto zooms, along with a large third-party ecosystem. This gives photographers tremendous flexibility when building a system around their budget. Canon's RF system is also expanding rapidly and offers excellent lenses, but Sony's long-standing presence in the mirrorless market has created an enormous range of options. The A7 IV isn't the newest camera on the market anymore, but that's actually part of its appeal. Its capabilities remain highly competitive while prices can become more attractive as newer models arrive. For someone upgrading from an older DSLR or entry-level mirrorless camera, it can represent a massive jump in performance. Number 7. Nikon Z8. The Nikon Z8 is the camera for photographers who want professional-level performance without stepping into the enormous size and weight of a flagship DSLR-style body. It takes many of Nikon's most advanced technologies and places them into a relatively compact mirrorless design, creating a camera that is extremely capable for wildlife, sports, landscape, portraits, commercial work, and high-end video. One of its biggest strengths is resolution. The high-resolution full-frame sensor gives photographers plenty of detail while also providing flexibility for cropping. That matters enormously for wildlife photographers who may need to crop into an image after shooting from a distance. Nikon's autofocus system is also highly capable, with subject detection and tracking designed to handle demanding situations. The Z8's electronic shooting capabilities make it particularly powerful for fast-moving subjects, while its video specifications give serious creators a reason to consider it as more than just a stills camera. The overall design is another reason photographers may prefer it over some Canon alternatives. Nikon has maintained a strong emphasis on ergonomics and physical controls, giving experienced photographers quick access to important settings. The grip feels substantial without making the camera excessively large, and the body is designed for demanding professional use. Nikon's Z mount lens lineup has also matured considerably, with options ranging from compact primes to extremely sophisticated professional lenses. For someone building a system from scratch, that growing ecosystem is increasingly attractive. Number 6. Panasonic Lumix S5 II. The Panasonic Lumix S5 II is where this list becomes especially interesting because Panasonic has traditionally built a reputation around video focus cameras, and the S5 II demonstrates just how far the company has evolved. This full-frame mirrorless camera is designed for creators who want serious photography performance but place particular importance on video. One of the biggest improvements is Panasonic's modern autofocus system, which makes the S5 II a much more competitive option for creators who previously dismissed Panasonic because of autofocus limitations. For YouTubers, filmmakers, interview creators, documentary shooters, and hybrid professionals, the S5 II can be incredibly appealing because it combines a full-frame sensor with a strong collection of video tools. Panasonic has long understood what serious video users need: recording flexibility, stabilization, monitoring tools, heat management, and practical controls. The S5 II continues that tradition in a much more modern package. Its image stabilization is another major advantage, particularly for handheld shooting. When you're filming yourself, traveling, or working without a tripod, stabilization can make a major difference in the quality of your footage. The L-mount ecosystem also gives users access to lenses from Panasonic, Leica, Sigma, and other manufacturers, creating a broad range of choices. That can be particularly useful for creators who want professional glass without being locked into one manufacturer's lens lineup. Compared with Canon, the S5 II may be a better choice for someone whose priorities lean heavily toward video rather than pure photography. Canon has excellent video cameras, but Panasonic's history of designing cameras specifically around filmmakers gives the S5 II a unique advantage in terms of workflow. Number 5. Sony A7 IV. The Sony A7R V is built for photographers who refuse to compromise on resolution. Its high-resolution full-frame sensor provides an enormous amount of detail, making it particularly attractive for landscapes, studio photography, portraits, commercial work, product photography, and any situation where cropping flexibility matters. High resolution isn't automatically better for everyone, but when you need to capture fine textures or produce large prints, having that additional information can be extremely valuable. The A7R V also combines that resolution with Sony's advanced autofocus technology, giving photographers a camera that isn't limited to slow, carefully controlled subjects. You can photograph people, animals, and moving subjects while still benefiting from a high-resolution sensor. This combination is what makes the camera so powerful. Traditionally, photographers sometimes had to choose between resolution and speed, but modern mirrorless cameras have narrowed that gap significantly. Sony's subject recognition and tracking further reduce the amount of work required from the photographer. The camera can identify subjects and maintain focus while you concentrate on composition. Another major advantage is the Sony E-mount ecosystem. There are numerous lenses available, including professional Sony glass and options from third-party manufacturers. That makes it possible to build a high-resolution system around different budgets. The A7R V is also more than a stills camera. It includes sophisticated video capabilities, making it a useful option for hybrid professionals who need both high-resolution photography and strong video performance. However, this is a camera where the photographer needs to understand what they are paying for. If your work mainly consists of casual snapshots, the resolution may be excessive. Number 4. Nikon Zf. The Nikon Zf proves that a camera can be technologically advanced without looking like a piece of industrial equipment. Inspired by Nikon's classic film era design language, the Zf combines retro controls and aesthetics with modern, full-frame mirrorless technology. That combination makes it one of the most distinctive alternatives to Canon. The first thing you'll notice is the design. Physical dials and classic styling give the camera a completely different personality from many modern mirrorless bodies. But underneath that retro exterior is a sophisticated digital camera with strong autofocus, stabilization, and excellent image quality. This is important because some retro-looking cameras prioritize appearance over performance. The Zf doesn't. It provides modern capabilities while preserving the tactile experience many photographers love. For street photographers and travel shooters, this can be especially appealing. The camera encourages you to slow down, think about exposure, and interact with the controls rather than treating photography like a purely automatic process. At the same time, the full-frame sensor provides the image quality expected from a serious modern camera. Nikon has also given the Zf strong subject detection and autofocus capabilities, making it far more versatile than its vintage appearance might suggest. The result is a camera that can handle portraits, street photography, travel, events, and everyday creative work while still feeling special in your hands. Canon produces cameras with excellent ergonomics and performance, but Nikon Zf offers something Canon currently approaches differently: a strong retro identity combined with modern full-frame technology. For photographers, emotional connection matters. A camera isn't just a computer that records images. It is something you carry, hold, and use repeatedly. Number 3. Fujifilm X100VI. The Fujifilm X100VI became one of the most talked about compact cameras because it combines a fixed prime lens, high-resolution APS-C sensor, stabilization, excellent autofocus, and Fujifilm's famous film simulations into a remarkably portable package. It is fundamentally different from a typical interchangeable lens Canon camera, and that's exactly why it can be so appealing. Instead of giving you endless lens choices, Fujifilm gives you one carefully designed focal length and asks you to work within it. That limitation can actually become a creative advantage. You start thinking more about composition, distance, perspective, and timing instead of constantly changing lenses. The compact design makes the X100VI particularly attractive for street photography, travel, family moments, and everyday documentation. You can carry it almost anywhere without feeling like you're bringing a professional camera bag. Yet the image quality is far beyond what many people expect from a compact body. Fujifilm's film simulations are another major attraction because they allow photographers to produce distinctive JPGs straight from the camera. For creators who want to post quickly without spending hours editing, this could dramatically improve workflow. The camera also has a hybrid optical and electronic viewfinder system that gives it a unique shooting experience. Canon has compact cameras and small mirrorless options, but the X100VI's combination of fixed lens simplicity, retro design, high image quality, and creative color profiles makes it a different kind of product. It isn't necessarily the best choice for wildlife, sports, or professional studio photography because the fixed lens limits flexibility. But for travel, street photography, lifestyle content, and everyday storytelling, that limitation becomes part of the appeal. Number 2. Sony A1. The Sony A1 represents the kind of camera that makes the traditional distinction between photography and speed increasingly difficult to maintain. It was designed as a flagship-level hybrid camera capable of delivering high-resolution, extremely fast shooting, advanced autofocus, and professional video features in one body. For sports, wildlife, action, commercial photography, and high-end hybrid production, that combination is incredibly powerful. The central advantage is versatility. A photographer can walk into a demanding assignment without needing to decide whether the priority will be speed or resolution. The A1 was built around the idea that you should have both. That makes it particularly attractive to professionals who cannot afford to miss the shot. Wildlife photographers may need resolution for cropping, while simultaneously requiring fast bursts and reliable tracking. Sports photographers need speed, but also want enough detail for publication. Commercial creators may need high-resolution stills during the day and video later. The A1 is designed for exactly this kind of demanding environment. Sony's autofocus system has also become one of the company's strongest competitive advantages. Advanced subject recognition and tracking allow the camera to follow fast-moving subjects with less intervention from the photographer. This doesn't replace skill, but it can dramatically improve the number of usable frames. The lens ecosystem adds another layer of flexibility, with a broad selection of professional telephoto, portrait, wide-angle, and specialty lenses. Canon has its own flagship mirrorless cameras that compete at this level, but the A1 demonstrates how aggressive Sony became in the professional market. It is not designed around one specialty. It is designed to be extremely good at almost everything. That's what makes it so dangerous as a Canon alternative. Number 1. Nikon Z9. The Nikon Z9 is the ultimate statement on this list because it demonstrates that Canon is not the only company capable of building a flagship camera designed for professionals who demand almost everything. The Z9 combines high-resolution, full-frame imaging, extremely advanced autofocus, fast continuous shooting, professional video capabilities, and a rugged body design for demanding environments. It is the kind of camera built for assignments where failure simply isn't an option. Wildlife photographers can take advantage of its resolution and subject tracking. Sports photographers can use its speed and autofocus. Documentary professionals can rely on its video capabilities. Landscape photographers can exploit the high-resolution sensor and dynamic range. The Z9 is also notable for its electronic shutter focus design, which reflects how quickly mirrorless technology has advanced. Nikon has essentially taken the flagship philosophy that once belonged almost entirely to professional DSLRs and rebuilt it around a modern mirrorless platform. The result is a camera that feels designed for the future rather than the past. Its rugged construction and professional ergonomics make it suitable for environments where smaller cameras may not provide the same confidence. Nikon Z lens lineup also gives professionals access to a growing collection of high-end glass, including serious telephoto options for wildlife and sports. The Z9 isn't a camera for someone who simply wants better vacation photos. It is designed for photographers and filmmakers who need maximum performance and are willing to invest in a professional system. Comparing it directly against Canon's flagship cameras isn't about declaring one universal winner. The better choice depends on lens requirements, workflow, ergonomics, autofocus preferences, video needs, and personal familiarity. Canon may still be a giant, but it no longer owns the game. These cameras prove that the competition is stronger, smarter, and more innovative than ever. Before you buy your next camera, look beyond the logo, because the best choice might not be Canon.